look, you might see the signs. You know with power comes corruption. I will stand with you, my loved one. Don't ever let them see you down. Pick your head up and fix your crown.
Where would I be without my backbone? How could I eat without my trap phone? They tell me heavy is the head that wear the treasure, but luckily I got my queen to ease the pressure. We on the cloud floating like a feather. Bought her a mink with leopard heels, leather pants, my guilty pleasure. She said if they don't want to spin it, break your own records. We too respected, not affected by a home.
Yo, 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 what's poppin' with the world? It's your boy, Big Rap. You are tuned in to PDX Radio. I got a special guest in the building with me today. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself and let the world know who you are.
What's up with the world? I go by the name of Skip. That's spelled SKYPP. Hailing from Indianapolis, Indiana, a.k.a. Naptown. See it?
Come on, we got the king of Indiana in the motherfucking building today. Y'all, what's poppin', man?
That's
So,
okay.
for those that don't know about Skip, man, Skip is one of our 50 States of Dope artists. He's from Indianapolis. He's known for his sophisticated street music. It's a blend of soulful boom bap and modern hip hop with thoughtful, introspective lyrics. His music reflects life on the east side of Indiana, tackling personal struggles and community issues with honesty and hope. Fam, how are you today?
Man, I can't complain, man. Just came off a TV performance I just did with Wish TV in the city.
Come on.
Went to the gym, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And now I'm right here with you.
Yeah.
On a tight schedule, but we making it work.
Hey, we gonna make this work, fam. So
sure.
let me ask you. You describe your sound as sophisticated street music. What does that phrase mean to you personally?
I came up with sophisticated street music in 2011. Me and my buddy, actually turned into an LLC and started a label behind it. Sophisticated street music is like what you hear when you listen to people like Tupac, when you listen to people like old school T.I., you listen to people like I could even throw Benny the Butcher in there sometimes. You know what I mean? Just people who gonna bring you that rawness, but also gonna bring you that realness and gonna be able to articulate themselves in a desirable manner. You know what I mean? Just not the average nigga from the hood. Just,
I know that's right.
Want more who's capable of more.
Facts. Now, what age did you start rapping?
I know it was about 7th or 8th grade.
Okay.
My freshman year, that was when I really started, getting a serious reputation around the city. So I was about 14.
Okay. And so now your album, Sorry for My Trauma, is deeply introspective. What inspired you to open up so much on that project?
Therapy, man. I was fighting therapy for years. My wife is a therapist, man. And
okay.
It actually started with marriage counseling, premarital counseling. We was doing that. I was still against it, but the more we went, the more I was like, man, you know what? This feel good. And then that led me to do my own personal therapy. And my therapist is so dope, man. He started incorporating my music into therapy. You know what I mean? Hard. So I was thinking like, man, I should take everything we breaking down every session and turn this into an album. And that's what the album really is. It's a breakdown of the conversations I had with my therapist.
Yeah. All right. Now, so growing up on the east side of Indianapolis, how did your environment shape your voice as an artist?
Man, in every way you could think of, man, like my music is the struggle. You know what I mean? The east side of Indianapolis is the worst side of Indianapolis as far as like poverty levels and, lack of employment and murders and all that. So just being in that environment. But like I said, knowing I'm capable of more, it's like a beautiful blend.
Yeah.
You get to see the worst side of things, but you also mentally see the good side of things. And that's just an uphill battle trying to make those things reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So some people consider my music like depressing. I don't consider my music depressing. I consider it like reality, but hopeful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Life is what it is.
And we need more of that.
Certain people.
We definitely
can't run from that, man.
We definitely need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you've opened up for some legends, fam. You've opened up for like DMX and Babyface. What are some of the biggest lessons that you took away from those experiences?
Man, stay humble for sure, because people will get the opportunities that I've been blessed to have and get the big head and mess up their whole trajectory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was blessed to it was a ripple effect. I'd do a show with open up for like a Jada Kiss. Probably one of my favorite shows was opening for Jada Kiss because I could just really get to my hip hop roots. But those opportunities bring more opportunities when you handle them professionally and humbly.
Yeah.
And humbly. Some people just walk into these situations like they are the star. And it's cool to have confidence in yourself, man, but stay humble. And pay homage.
Yeah. Now, The King of Indiana was made waves in 2021. What message were you most proud to deliver on that album?
Just the hip hop, the roots of hip hop. Like, I'd never really rap. I ain't gonna say I haven't rapped like that, but that style of music, that the aesthetic, the frequencies, I never have been on them type of beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to really get down to the hip hop roots, and shout out to Rhymefest for coming through and hopping on that album. But I just got to get down to the nitty gritty of it. You know what I mean? That's the first time I was able to do that. And it might even have been the last time I did it. You know what I mean? But it felt good to do. But people don't really receive that form of hip hop well where I'm from. So I try to, be a little more versatile.
Yeah. Now, as an artist, are you more so the type of artist to write before you get the beat, or are you the type of artist that you'll search out a beat before you start writing a song?
I'm the kind of artist where I don't want to hear nothing until it's time to create.
Come on.
So when I walk into a studio, you play that on the spot, I write that on the spot. I'm that kind of artist.
Okay.
There have been times where I go beat shopping beforehand because that's just how it gotta work. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm using my home studio where I'm at right now, and the producer ain't here with me. So I reach out to a producer like, hey, send me some tracks, and then I'll write on the spot then. But I've never like written before I got a beat or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's usually when I hear the music, I write immediately.
Yeah. Now, so how do you balance raw storytelling and with uplifting and unifying messages in your music?
Just try to spread hope. That's really all it comes. Like, I feel like talking about the rawness of it is the relatability part.
Yeah.
This is what I'm bringing to people to try to get them to relate. Now I'm telling you, you ain't got to stay there. That's the hopeful part of it.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like hopeful reality. You could talk about it, but you ain't got to be submerged in it. You know what I mean? You ain't got to feel like this is where I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
You could talk about it as if I'm gonna get out of this one day. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to do.
Now, do you have a moment in your career that made you feel like you were truly living your purpose?
For sure. Yeah, doing all them shows. I think I hit number 6 on the iTunes charts.
Okay.
Making money.
Come
on.
on.
I mean, I didn't have plenty of times where I was like, dude, like, I'm really out here living my dream. And even though I'm not rich, I do feel like I'm living my dream, and I've lived my dream for so many years. Performing at Game Bridge, performing at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Like, these are things people do not do. You know what I mean? So, for sure.
Now, with the evolution of your sound, what does the future of sophisticated street music look like to you?
Man, that's a great question. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but I know for sure I want to someday bring artists under my wing and teach them the business, teach them how to move, teach them the etiquette of being an artist, a public image. You know what I mean? Like, I do want sophisticated street music to spread, and I want that form of music to be created by like way more people. I don't feel like it's on the forefront like it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very few artists doing that these days.
Now, if you could do a song with anybody, dead or alive, and it doesn't have to be one, who would you do a song with?
Well, yeah, for sure, Tupac.
Come on.
For sure, Lauryn Hill got to get this work. I'm a Cole fan. J. Cole. Man, I love Janelle Monáe. I really do, man. I think she's a dope artist. Definitely underrated.
Definitely dope artist.
Yeah, that's about 4 right there.
Okay.
Andre 3000, 3 stacks.
Man, we need to get 3 stacks out of retirement, man.
A lot of people compare me to him, man, because our cadence and our voice, man, he's on a different level.
Now, if you could perform anywhere in the world, any venue, it could be any festival, any venue, where would you want to rock?
Probably Coachella.
Come on. Now, I got a couple of these next couple of questions I'm gonna give you. They're questions that I ask every single artist that's here, and it's because I want to get your perspective. You know what I'm saying? if Skip today could give any advice to 14-year-old Skip who just started taking this seriously, what kind of advice would you give yourself?
You got to separate your emotions from business. A lot of artists lead with emotion. They feel like everybody is against them. They feel like when things don't work out their way, it's somebody else's fault. Somebody trying to hold them back. Somebody trying to blackball them. They don't believe in you.
Yeah.
They don't understand good music. It's always an excuse for a person who don't get ahead. Separate your business, your emotions from your business. Business is business, and you got to work and earn everything. You ain't gonna get it just because you think you are good enough.
Yeah. Now,
So
now, if you could give any advice to a young artist that's watching this video right now, what kind of advice would you give that young artist?
man, I feel like consistency is everything, man. It's so easy to get discouraged from this journey. It's a long journey. Very few people make miracles happen in this industry. It's a long journey. You might think a person popped up out of nowhere. They've been grinding. Stay consistent.
Come on.
Stay hopeful. And try to save as much money as you can in this process. So that means learn things. Become a recording engineer. Become a videographer. Become a graphic designer. Be creative, man.
Yeah,
Learn how to save money.
It take way more than one skill to run this business, man.
So I'm over here editing the music video I shot for somebody over the weekend. I done recorded my last 3 albums. I did my last 2 album covers. Like we saving money over here.
Yeah,
because we got to invest, but we got to save too, so we can invest.
Now you got a song that we're gonna play. It's called "Fix Your Crown." Tell me a little bit about that song and how it came about. And you got the legendary Rhymefest on that motherfucker, man. Come on.
For sure. Yeah. Fix Your Crown, man. That was on my album King of Indiana, featuring Rhymefest, featuring the wonderfully talented Allison Victoria, who just got locked in with Marsha Ambrosius. So shout out to her and congrats to her. And also featuring Jared Thompson, one of the best saxophone players in the city, honestly in the Midwest. Dope dude. It came about, I was in a booth with my peoples, and this song came about. I actually had sent Rhymefest another song, but when I recorded this, I said, nah, it's the one we got to send to Rhymefest.
Yeah.
And Rhymefest honestly was like, you're a dope artist, but I can't, the king shit. I don't like he said, I grew past that, the whole king and all that stuff. Like it's kind of redundant. Everybody the king or something. I said, well, how about you give your definition of what a king is to you and why you feel the way you feel. And that's how his verse came about.
Yeah.
Produced by the homie Shiny D also. Shout out to him. But yeah, man, it's one of them songs. Me and Allison actually wrote the hook together. And then the verses came about, man. But in that moment, we knew this was it. We knew this was a dope record.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's go ahead and introduce your song real quick. I'm going to go ahead and let the world hear this shit.
What up, world? I go by the name of Skip, and what you about to hear is my track, Fix Your Crown, featuring Rhymefest, Allison Victoria, and Jared Thompson. Check it out.
Come on. Let's go.
Banging through your speakers, it's the streets. DJ Rappy on the beat.
Like that. Baby, waiting for the perfect time. If you look, you might see the signs. You know with power comes corruption. I will stand with you, my loved one. Don't ever let them see you down. Pick your head up and fix your crown.
Where would I be without my backbone? How could I eat without my trap phone? They tell me heavy is the head that wear the treasure, but luckily I got my queen to ease the pressure. We on the cloud floating like a feather. Bought her a mink with leopard heels, leather pants, my guilty pleasure. She said if they don't want to spin it, break your own records. We too respected, not affected by a home record. Royalty, business style, I'm so noble. The type to cash out before I even know the total. Wealthy in spirit, the money's just the illusion. You can't pay to be solid, what is you, stupid? Time to make a deposit, I meet you at the castle. They predicting our journey, that's only half the battle. Keep your foot on their neck, crushing they Adam's apple. You belong to the top dog, they gunning at you. Point.
Baby, they waiting for the perfect time. And if you look, you might see the signs.
Yeah, her voice is heavenly.
You know with power comes corruption.
Her voice is heavenly.
I will stand with you, my loved one. Don't ever let let them see you down. Pick your head up and feed your
Crown jewels in my heart, crown royal in my glass. Those stones at the throne, I will clown on your ass. I got heaven in the future from the hell of a past. Baby mama used to throw my daughter mail in the trash. So she never got my love letters. I need to tell her, princess, you my successor. Such pressure on the diamond, cause Chicago's rough. Niggas will promise you the world and never follow up. See, that's how they cut. Watch, don't even talk, just listen, they gon' fuck up. Got him. See, Solomon was gon' split the baby to solder. I'd rather split a bag and get a nigga mad when I multiply my half and show him what he coulda had. Fuck a coulda, shoulda, woulda when you grew up on the 9 and they never understood you. Veil on their eyes, they could never see the enemy or the enemy. Illiterate niggas cannot read energy.
Help us be waiting for the perfect time.
Oh, they wait. See them wait.
If you look, you might see the signs. You know with power comes corruption. I will stand with you, my loved one. Don't ever let them see you down. Pick your head up and feed your crown.
It's for the law with they crooked ass. You threw the cross, ain't no looking back. We the ones who keep the hood intact. I know you hate to see us winning cause y'all built the trap. Follow my order, ho, you work for me. Them suckers get away with murder in the 3rd degree. The day approaching when they hear us universally. Won't be no mercy, we tried to respond with courtesy. It's hurting me to see the way this shit played out. We keep potatoes for the beef, but this ain't a steakhouse. More like a stakeout, a prison you can never break out. Nobody's safe, I feel sorry for the ones who may doubt. Proceed with caution regardless of threat. This life is unpredictable, collect all you can get. Sharpen your sword, load your gun, beg God to protect. My homie lived a decent life and got shot in the neck. Life is a bitch, but she got my respect.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Yo,
Great power comes great responsibility.
yo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This shit a classic. This definitely a classic right here. Brother's going crazy on that sax. Again, y'all, that was Skip, Rhymefest, Allison Victoria, Jared Thompson. Name of that song was called Fix Your Crown. Man, you said that's on the King of Indiana, the King of Indiana soundtrack? Not soundtrack, but album?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man,
Indeed.
tell the world where they can find you at, where they can find your music, socials, all that shit.
I'm available everywhere. I'm the easiest person to find. SKYPP. Look it up on any platform, any social media. You're going to find me. For sure.
Man, I appreciate you for rocking out with me, man. And thank you for doing this interview and making dope music, bro. I would love for one of these days I'm gonna get you out here to Portland, fam. You know what I'm saying? I do the whole podcast right here from the house. You feel me? We got the podcast wall. We do the stand-up performances and all that. I would love to see you come in and do an in-studio performance with us, man. And keeping it lit.
Out the gate, I gotta come back down. I came to Portland once for I think it was called the West Coast Hip Hop Awards.
Oh yeah,
and I did a show. I performed on there a few years back, man. But I'd love to come back out for sure.
Yeah, I would love to get you out here, man. Again, thank you for popping out with me, man. This is my boy Skip. I'm your boy Big Rap, and we out this motherfucker, you bitch. Let's go.